only because of the creative volunteers that always give completely selflessly and with a lot of passion and joy to our cause. That is the only reason why we could have done this. I think that's all I need to say. And now we have story time.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Arthur. I'm one of the Book Dash team members, and this is my 16th Book Dash, and every single time I am blown away by the extraordinary quality of the books that these brilliant people can produce in just 12 hours. 12 hours ago, we sat thinking about the day ahead, and we couldn't have imagined such beautiful books arriving 12 hours later. So we're thrilled to share them with you. Before we get into story time, I just want to thank a few people. First of all, my Book Dash co-founders always, who started this journey. We started this journey together 6.5 years ago. And that's Michelle Matthews, Taryn Ann Anderson, and Michelle and my son, Aiden, who were all there at the beginning. Aiden was just 1.5 when he was a big piece of the inspiration to get all this going. Also, the people who now care for Book Dash and pour an immense amount of energy and passion and insight and thoughtfulness into Book Dash, which is the full-time Book Dash team, Julia Norrish, Dorette and Zabe, who just have pulled off the most remarkable thing today in organizing everything. Every one of us volunteers received a package, with one exception, thanks to Australian customs, received a package to open in stages through today to keep us energized and happy and rewarded. Everyone has been thoroughly briefed and prepared. The technology had to be set up. The day had to be planned to the minute. And Dorette, Julia, Zabe, you've done an extraordinary job in making that happen today. Thank you so much. Right, let's read some stories. We had 6 teams today. Each team created a new children's book. Each of them is going to read that book to you. They'll introduce themselves and then read the book. And I'll be turning the pages here while we read. And so we're going to start off with Team 1. Could you introduce yourselves and we'll read your book.
Hi, I'm Natalie and I'm the designer for Team 1.
Hi, I'm Amy and I'm the illustrator for Team 1.
Hello, I'm Glynis Lloyd and I'm the editor for Team 1.
Hi, I'm Sam Beck-Bessinger and I'm the writer for Team 1, and I must tell you that it is 5:30 in the morning for Amy. She has pulled an all-nighter. So many of the teams today tried to create wordless or mostly wordless books. Wordless books are really magical because they allow for these beautiful interactions between caregivers and children, even when caregivers can't read the words themselves. This is especially important in a country like South Africa, which has 11 official languages. Wordless books can go anywhere and they create space for kids and their grown-ups to create a story together and tell a story together. So you'll see a lot of stories today are wordless, including ours, which is called Lost Toy. So one day, Carmel was riding in a taxi with their mum. Carmel, as you can see, is fast asleep, and they are cuddling their very favorite stuffed toy, a little giraffe. The taxi stops at a taxi rank, and Mum helps an old man to get out of the taxi. Carmel is rubbing their eyes, very, very sleepy, just waking up. Something's wrong. Where is Giraffe? Mum looks everywhere for the giraffe. Carmel looks everywhere. They look under the taxi, they look on the back seats. Where on earth could it be? They cannot find it. Aha! I see what's happened. The giraffe has fallen into the handbag of another woman who is on the taxi with them. And the giraffe is going on a ride by itself into the market next to the taxi rank. Whew! Where on earth could that giraffe have gotten to? It's a very busy day at the market. There are people everywhere and dogs and kids. Where's that giraffe? Ah, there it is. Giraffe leaps out of the handbag onto a very precarious pile of oranges. And oh no, the giraffe jumping onto the oranges makes all the oranges fall down and they go rolling across the ground in the market, watched by a puppy. Aha! The giraffe clearly has decided that the puppy looks like a good buddy for an adventure. So the giraffe has hopped onto the puppy's back and there they are going around. And see how the giraffe has got a little bit of orange peel now on his head like a hat. The spotty dog takes the giraffe to the old man. But isn't he the same old man that Mum helped out of the taxi right at the beginning of the story? The old man remembered that giraffe. So he takes the giraffe back to Kamo and his mum. And look how excited Kamo is to see their favorite little giraffe toy. Kamo gives the giraffe a big, big hug, so happy to have it home. And even the giraffe looks quite pleased to be reunited with Kamo, having enjoyed a big adventure and obtained a very good new hat. The end.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much to that amazing team. It's just such a gift for the world, that one. It's really, really wonderful. Okay, we are aware that there might have been some sound issues for some YouTube viewers. Sorry about that if that happened. It was beyond our technical control. Team's been looking at it. As far as we can tell, things are running well now. We're not going to reread, but all these books will be available for you to read as well if there were any issues very soon after tonight. Okay, let's move along then. On to Team 2. Would you come and introduce yourselves, please? We'll start with the designer from Team 2.
Hi, I'm Annika, and I was the designer for this book called A Day Out.
I think we missed your intro there. I think you're muted.
Oh, really? Sorry. Is it working now?
Annika, you were fine. Thanks.
Okay.
Ah, it's my turn, actually. Okay, I'm Greg. Sorry, I'm Greg from Burkina Faso, and I illustrated the book A Day Out with the team 2. Sorry.
And I'm Margot, and I was the editor.
Cool, go for it, Helen. Over to you.
Okay. I'm Helen. I wrote the story. I can't see anything, so I'm just going to read. Is that right?
Yeah, go for it, Helen. That's fine. We'll
Okay.
make sure I'll keep the pages
Ruby
up
and
with you.
her family are going to the beach. Okay. Ruby and her family are going to the beach. Poor dad is carrying in everything. The beach umbrella, fold-up chairs, the blankets, the cooler boxes and towels. Now the train's arrived. Ruby hangs out of the window, watching for her first glimpse of the waves. I see the sea, she calls at last. The train stopped. The family gets out. What an exciting place. The sea's blue, sand is golden. There's even a row of bright wooden huts and a swimming pool built right in the ocean. It's full of sparkling water. But first they must go through a tunnel to reach the beach. It's dark and the ground is wet. Oh no, Dad's dropped one of the towels. Ruby runs back to pick it up. Wait for me, she calls. They find a good spot in the sand. Dad puts up the umbrella. Ruby's sister lies on her towel in the sun. Auntie V and Auntie Ray unfold the deck chairs and sit down. Watch out, Auntie V. You might be too heavy for that chair. Eek, she screams. The chair is broken. She's fallen in the sand. Everybody laughs, even Auntie V. Ruby runs down to the water. It's so clear. You can see a starfish in the rock pools. Now Auntie V and Auntie Ray decide to swim. Eek! They scream. The water's cold. Ruby doesn't care. She's digging a deep hole with her bucket and spade. Look! Ruby's brother has found a lump of seaweed. He's chasing her sister along the beach. Go away! Her sister screams. Go away! Everyone's hungry. It's lunchtime. Mum gets the food ready. Ruby eats hot dogs, polony, chips, chicken legs, little meat pies, and pineapple. She drinks a red cool drink. Bad bird, screams Auntie Ray. A seagull's stolen her pie. She flaps her arms and it flies away. Oh no, the tide's coming in. A big wave steals Ruby's spade. I'll get it, calls Auntie V. Whoops! She slipped on the seaweed. She's fallen into the water. Ruby's brother is brave. I'll fetch your spade, he shouts. He and the dog rescue it. It's time to go. They pack up all their things. Ruby's so tired. Thank goodness the taxi comes quickly. I've had a good day, Ruby says as they set off home. A good day. And she's asleep.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I recognize that beach, as I'm sure many Cape Townians watching will. That's great. Okay, we're on to team 3. Can you introduce yourselves, starting with designer?
Yeah, hi, I'm Benjamin and I'm a designer for team 3.
Hi everyone, I'm Liam and I was the illustrator for Team 3.
I'm Nabila. I was the editor for Team 3.
And hi everyone, I'm Rejeko Moyo and I was the writer for Team 3. Yapo saves the day. Yapo loves to play with his soccer ball. He often tries dribbling tricks with his dad, an elastico, a rainbow flick, and even a bicycle kick. Yapo is the star of the under-6 team of Tino Football Club. He is quick and nimble on the field. Yapo scores most of the goals for his team. Yapo, however, does not like to pass the ball. Coach Tazi often reminds Yapo to share the ball with his teammates. One day, Tino Football Club was playing Kuma Football Club. Yapo tried many times to score, but the Kuma team was too strong. By halftime, Kuma was leading 2-0. Coach Tazi gave the team a stern pep talk. Play together and pass the ball to whoever is free. Yapo, pass the ball. When the second half began, Yapo was made to sit on the bench. His teammates were a little scared to play without him, but they remembered to play together. Nat scored the first goal for Tino team. Woohoo! Cheered the crowd. 3 minutes before the end of the game, Lindy scored the team's second goal. Lapduma, they shouted. Coach Tazi called Yapo back into the game. The score is now 2-2. Take us home, boy. Remember to play with your teammates. Lindy kicked the ball to Nat, who passed it to Yapo. Yapo dribbled between two opponents and then he was about to take a shot. When he was about to take a shot, he spotted another Kuma player running towards him. Yapo saw Lindy following close behind, remembered Coach Tazi, and passed the ball to her. Lindy turned towards the goal and took her best shot. Goal! Cried Coach Tazi. The Tino crowd went wild with joy as Lindy's teammates ran to hug her. Yapo was very happy that his team had won 3-2, but he was a little disappointed that he had not scored any goals. Congratulations for a mighty comeback, beamed Coach Tazi to his team. Well done, Yapo, for passing the ball to Lindy. You may not have scored a goal today, but you certainly helped your team to win. Well done, son, smiled Dad as they walked home together. The end.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Jaco. Really lovely stuff. Okay, our next team up is Team 4. Over to you guys to say hi.
Great. My name's Jenny, and I was the designer for this book.
My name is Aideen, and I was the illustrator for this book.
My name is Margot, and I was the editor for this book.
We're just waiting for Fischer, the writer, to join us. We have some serious transcontinental connection stuff going on.
Okay. I'm
Over to you.
Fischer. I read the story. Okay. It was a hot summer afternoon. Lilato fanned herself. If only it could rain, her brother Mayamiko said. Ndo, Lilato heard it first. It sounded like a stone bouncing on the roof of the house. Lilato looked at Mayamiko, but he didn't look at her. She tiptoed to the window and looked up at the sky. The sky was gray, almost black in color. Lilato started to sing the song her best friend Mwansa had taught her. Wenfula isa isa, twangale na mainsa. Wenfula isa isa, twangale na mainsa. Lilato sang, rubbing her fingers together. Ndo, 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 ndo. More raindrops fell from the sky. Maya, it's raining, Lilato yelled. It's raining, the rain outside the house. Mama was already putting buckets around the house to collect rainwater. They ran to the road in front of the house and joined other children. A chorus of Wemfula Isa Isa Twangale na was music of the day.
Thank you so much, Fisher. That was really lovely. It's such a musical story, really beautiful. I'm sorry that the musical story got a little bit interrupted by the bandwidth connection there between about 3 different places in the world all connecting to get this to you. So that was still so lovely. Thank you. Okay, we're on to team 5. Over to team 5 to introduce yourselves.
Hi there, my name is Sarah and I was the designer for our book called My Little Garden.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan and I was the illustrator for this book.
Hello, I'm Glynis and I was the editor.
Hi everyone, I'm Bridget and I was the writer for this story called My Little Garden. This is another wordless picture book. I'm looking at a very messy place with my dad. It's covered in litter. There's barbed wire, there are old tires, cardboard boxes, and all kinds of nasty things. I don't think it looks like a nice place to play. My dad starts picking up litter. I help him, but it's stinky. I'm driving my car made from a cardboard box. This is much more fun than picking up litter. Dad is building something with the old tires. Dad starts digging the soil with a big heavy spade. I scoop soil into my box with a tin can. My dad is very busy collecting baby plants to plant in his new garden. He digs them up and puts them in his wheelbarrow. But I'm not helping him at all. I'm running around with big ears that I've made from banana leaves. I make a hole in the ground of my box garden with one finger. I'm going to plant a little seed and cover it with soil, just like my dad is doing. Planting is easy and fun. I find sticks and plant them in my little box garden so they look like teeny tiny trees. I'm making a little forest. Watering is so much fun. Dad uses a big watering can and waters his seeds. I use a bottle Dad has made for me to water my little seed. Weeding isn't fun. It's hot and boring. I play with my little car and drive it all over. But Dad works hard yanking out all the weeds so his plants can grow tall and strong. Dad checks carefully to see how his seeds are growing. I am bored, so I jump off a pile of tires. Whee! Ha! Look! That seed I planted is starting to grow. I want Dad to come and look, but he's too busy throwing compost onto his plants. Oh my, I can't believe how lovely my garden is. There are bananas, tall mealies, flowers, and best of all, the seed that I planted has become a pumpkin plant, and there is even a baby pumpkin growing on it. I'm so pleased with all my hard work. The end.
Wow. Thank you so much, Bridget. So wonderful. And sadly, we're at the last team, our last book. So let's have Team 6 introduce themselves and enjoy one more story. Over to you, Team 6.
My name is Georgia Demertzis, and I designed the book that you're about to see.
Hello, my name is Megan, and I was the illustrator on this book.
I'm Nabila, and I was the editor for the story.
We're just waiting for Myrna to connect and she'll read us the story.
My name is Myrna and I'm the writer of this book. This, like the previous books, two of the previous books, is a picture book, but it is a few-word book, not a no-word book. And it has one word or two words which encourages subliminal reading in young children, where they learn to recognize as a group of letters and are then later able to read it themselves, in inverted commas, to read it. They will recognize it. And this story that I'm going to tell you has got a main story and then a mystery story that is hidden and that you need to discover for yourself. So the story begins with an ostrich egg on its own in the grass on a South African landscape, waiting for to come and sit on it to hatch it. A mother crocodile comes along, looks at the egg and says to herself, "My egg," and then remembers what her egg and her little baby croc looks like. "Not my egg," said the crocodile, and walked off. A mother tortoise came along and saw the egg too. And she looked at the egg and stuck her neck out really far to have a good look and thought, "My egg," and then remembered her egg and what her little baby tortoise looked like. "Not my egg," said the mother tortoise, and she walked on. A penguin came from out of the ocean nearby and walked along the sand and found the egg. Looked at the egg and thought, "My egg," and then remembered clearly what her little egg and baby penguin looked like. "Not my egg," said the penguin to herself. A hen came along and looked at the egg. It was a very big egg, and then remembered what her egg looked like and what her baby chick looked like. "My egg," she thought. "Not my egg," and she too walked away. An ostrich came along, a mother ostrich, and she looked at the egg and she said, "My egg." Father ostrich came and stood proudly next to mother ostrich and the egg, and said very proudly, "Our egg." And then mommy ostrich and daddy ostrich looked at the baby ostrich as it hatched out of the egg and were very proud of their new baby. The end. And I wonder if you saw the other mystery story that was running alongside that story, the one with the little ladybird who starts at the bottom of the egg and is determined to get to the top, and no matter how very small that ladybird is and how large the egg is, it continues until it achieves its destination at the top of the egg, never giving up.
Thank you so much, Mona. Such a special story. I like to think that that little ladybird could see that the egg didn't have a mother and was desperately trying to sit on top of it to try and hatch it itself. It's such a wonderful little
That's a
extra
lovely
story.
addition to it. Yes, thank you. And sorry
you
for
so much.
collapsing earlier about the head and that. Sorry, it just got all mixed up.
No, that's fantastic. That's what reading children's books is all about, is just enjoying finding our way through the story. Thank you so much to everyone for reading the story. Thank you to everyone who has joined us on our website and YouTube tonight to follow along with story time. I can't even begin to describe how much energy and enthusiasm everyone has had to pour in over the last 12 hours to create these books. How much work Julia, Dorette, and Zabe have done in the preparation leading up to tonight to make everything possible. And it's just such a special thing to be here. I want to ask the Book Dash participants to stay on this call afterwards, and we'll say goodbye to everyone joining us on our website and YouTube. Thanks so much for joining for Story Time, and keep in touch with Book Dash so that you can join us next time as well. We'll be sure to say on our website when that happens. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.